PayPal added Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but here's a few things you might have missed about the announcement. Well, I'm sure you saw the news today. PayPal has moved into cryptocurrencies in a big way. They're going to enable buying, selling, and holding cryptocurrencies, and they're enabling them for payments on their large, significant network of merchants. Now, of course, this is great for anyone involved in cryptocurrencies because it costs a nice little price bump and is definitely going to get a lot more eyeballs on the technology and a lot more users. There's a few things you should probably pay attention to about the announcement, though. The devil is in the details, as always. Now, one thing you should notice is that they did not enable users to deposit their own cryptocurrency on the platform or withdraw anything that they buy. It's all a closed loop little ecosystem. They control everything. So the censorship resistance kind of aspects that people love about crypto is not really there. And also we should be skeptical as to whether or not we're actually buying and holding cryptocurrencies, because it could be some sort of ETF or otherwise note on a ledger or whatever. They could not actually have the cryptocurrency that they're selling to all their customers supposedly. The only way to really know is to actually withdraw it and hold it on your own, which if you can't do, you can't do. It's also worth noting that PayPal is not benefiting from any of the transactional capabilities of cryptocurrencies. One of the original selling points of Bitcoin, and it later became something that Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Litecoin, things like that have said, is low fees. Low fees, fast transfers. And this is directly in competition with PayPal's model, where they send and receive money for you, and then they take a not insignificant fee as a part of that. So it's obvious that that's why they didn't actually let you send and receive cryptocurrency from the apps, because otherwise, how would they get their cut? They can't let a decentralized network take micro fees when they could take their big fatter fees for the same thing. It's also worth noting that, therefore, the primary thing that cryptocurrencies are being used for here is as a store of value, which is pretty telling. I mean, I remember the days of, last week, this week, I don't know, of when people were saying no one will ever use cryptocurrencies. They're too volatile. They go up and down. In order for people to use them, you need a stable coin. You need something that is pegged to the ever declining value of the US dollar or something else. And you use that to send and receive. That the other cryptocurrencies, no, they won't ever get mass adoption. Now we have something that doesn't do all the cool things that cryptocurrency can do, but it's not a stable coin. That's the one thing that it isn't, is pegged to the dollar or other currency. The one thing that is its selling proposition is that the value does its own thing, because I think people are starting to see that the value of fiat currencies, of government issued, central bank controlled currencies that are not backed by anything solid, that value is going to go down. And so they want to keep on doing their commerce, keep on doing their business, but they don't want the value to be tanking. They want something that will actually go up in value. And as we've seen over the long term, cryptocurrencies have gone pretty far. And they promise to only go higher if they get adopted more, if they keep on providing value, and they just aren't inflated to death like fiat currencies. Now, I think this is a necessary move by PayPal to move into the new global economy where stuff is based on real money and not fake central bank money. But they might have accidentally shot themselves in the foot. Because what PayPal does is it lets you send and receive your dollars and other currencies. And you don't need a PayPal to send or receive cryptocurrencies. They can just happen on their own. And what PayPal accidentally did is get a lot of people comfortable with sending and receiving cryptocurrencies and holding them and all that kind of stuff. And at some point now, instead of, well, there's the real money people use and you have to pay us to move it. Now it's, well, the fake money that, fake as they call it, that people have been sending and receiving on the internet, magical internet money, that is real stuff, and we will charge you to move it. But you can already move the exact same thing and hold on to it in real life for fractions of the cost. Now, instead of not being in direct competition at all, now they put themselves in direct competition to decentralized payment networks that can do everything just a whole lot better and cheaper. So do you think this is good for PayPal? And do you think this is good for cryptocurrencies? I would really love to know in the comments, especially if any of you are actually trying this out. I'd love to hear firsthand reports of people using this and seeing if it's all it's cracked up to be, or, see if it's just a complete dud and, dead in the water. Let me know. See you next time.